Imagine if you can start every single day truly optimally primed to be an absolute animal, to be the best you can be, to have the best energy, to be so receptive to everything coming in your life, to vibrate at the frequency that things happen for you. That is what priming is all about. And priming to me is something that has changed my life. It has put me in the driver's seat of what I wanted the outcomes of my life to be. It had allowed me to be in a position that whenever shit hit the fans and I saw no way out, there was only two things that got me through it. Number one is God, and having faith that something much bigger than myself was right by my side through those hardest of times. And the second thing was priming. So in this video, I want to go deep and tell you exactly how I navigated utilizing priming and how you can too, because it will change everything you know about setting intentions for your day and never letting anybody else along your path dictate who and how you attack life and the things that you get out of what you put in. So let's dive in. So if you've heard of Tony Robbins, I used to get the CDs from Tony Robbins back in the day. And these CDs were all this positivity and motivation and affirmations and coaching and all this stuff. And like subconsciously, ever since those days, I probably was 15, 16 years old, first time getting a car, putting those things in the CD player and just like listening to them on repeat and like doing all the activities that it tells you to do. But ever since those days, I've always been a fan of Tony Robbins. I've never been to an event, but I've watched 90% of all his content. But the most powerful piece of content he's ever put out, and I still use it to this day, is a video that I'm going to drop down below in the description here, but it's called priming. And priming is like a 4-step process that he goes through every single morning to put himself in the most optimal state to tackle his day. It starts with like some physical, right? You get up in your chair, you sit there and you go through 3 rounds of 30 breaths, right? You're like raising your hands and like and this physicality with breath combines and comes together, and it shocks your body in the morning. What that does is it allows you to actually change your physiology. You now sit up, you're breathing different, and you are a different animal just from a perspective of physical being. Once you're primed in a physical state, you go into gratefulness. The biggest thing I've learned in my life is that fear and being grateful cannot live in the same thought. So the moment you're scared of what might come, or you have anxiety over a situation that you think might happen, that you might or might not have control over, you feel anxious, you feel stressed, you have this kind of like tension in your life, try to go into gratefulness. And so the second component of after the physical breathing and movement, right, is to be grateful. And you find 3 things you're grateful for. And I'll tell you a personal story. I have an 11-month-old girl, and for the last 3 years, 4 years, my wife got diagnosed with MS, and we were told we were never going to be able to have another kid. And through not having another kid and talking about surrogacy and all this other stuff, we were told by the doctors after 2 years of treatment that we were able to try again because she had taken away all the active lesions. When we got the green light, we were so ecstatic. Then we start trying, and we lost our first one 8 weeks in. No active heartbeat, gone. About 7 to 10 months later, we were able to try again. So we start trying again. 4 or 5 months later, we get pregnant with our second baby. This time lasted a little bit longer. That one also passed. Didn't stick. So we lost 2 kids now. Now I'm actually thinking this is how you get to the grateful point. So now I'm sitting in the hospital, and we're about to go in for a 3:30 appointment to have a C-section on our baby girl. And it just hits me. It's like, thank you so much. Thank you so much for not giving up on me and giving me the opportunity to be right here. I'm so grateful for having the chance to have my baby girl, and then seeing her come out for the first time after 2 years of trying, 2 lost babies, and holding this thing in my hand. And it's just pure perfection. And I think at that moment, that's when you feel it. And if you can't feel it to that point where you get chills and your hair stands up, then you're not feeling it. You're just thinking about it and it's a thought. But the moment you're able to go into true feeling of gratefulness and see yourself in that physical experience, that's the moment that you've now touched the heart center that vibrates through your body. And you do that for 3 things. You could literally just be like, I am so grateful that I woke up today. And I saw this thing that they were saying, if I were to give you $10 million, but I told you you couldn't wake up tomorrow, would you take it? And you're like, no, of course not. So then you're saying just waking up tomorrow is more important and more valuable than $10 million. So then why aren't you acting like it? And I loved that skit or that piece when I saw it. And I was just like, it's so damn true, man. Every day you wake up and you're not even grateful for that. But just waking up and breathing, you should just be grateful for that. And so from something as simple as just waking up in the morning all the way to maybe having your firstborn or, getting married or hitting a lot or whatever you're grateful for, find 3 things and actually feel it. But then after that, he goes into intention. What do you want to achieve? What are you trying to accomplish? And you think of 3 things that you want to accomplish this year, this month, this week, today, and you feel it. You put yourself there like it is done. So something for me is I want to sell this company, Master Food Lab, for $100 million. And so I visualize myself going through the process of building the company from where I am and setting up the multiple lines and the customers that are coming in and who I'm servicing and the team size that I have. And I feel it and I see it and I know the steps and I can materialize it to such a level. And I thought about this shit probably every single day on repeat for I don't know how long. So it's just a matter of time before I get there because I know it so clearly. And that's a big objective for me. But for you, it could be completely different. But you have to have your intention set and you need to be able to visually see it and feel it. And the moment you can see it as done, that's when it will materialize in your life. Because then after that, the only thing you need to do is the last step, and that is to take action. But the whole point of priming is to put you in the most optimal state that no external factor will ever dictate how you react to a situation. So I'll give you an example. You know when you walk into a room and there's just like this negative vibe and energy? Well, you can either be the person that lifts the energy in that room, or you could be the guy that just adds to that energy in the room. If you're primed and you put yourself in your best state possible, you will walk into rooms where people feel your energy because you're going to lift that room up. And you always want to be that person. If you're the energy source and your vibration frequency is much higher, you are going to attract exactly what you are vibrating in the world. And maybe you call that all hocus pocus and all this crap, but damn do I believe it. Because I can sit on a phone call and have the right attitude and the right energy, and I know for sure people can feel it in my tone. 9 times out of 10, they're like, I like that guy. Every single time, even when he's dealing with a problem or he's not dealing with a problem, he is approaching it with such a positive manner. That's the type of shit you want in the world. I don't want these mopey, Eeyore type, clouds on a sunny day type people. I want the people that are going to just wake up in the morning, whether it's raining or it's shining, they're going to be like, damn, today is a great day and I'm going to go live it and I'm going to give everything I got because this is beautiful. And I'm so thankful for being alive. I'm so thankful for being healthy. I'm so thankful that I get to do what I'm doing right here and right now. Put yourself in the most primed state that you could possibly be, because no one is going to be able to tear you down. And that has been the one thing that has absolutely changed my life, and it will change yours. But being optimally primed is truthfully just the first step. You need to take action. And if you're not taking action, there is nothing that will materialize in your life. And that is where most people fail. So I've organized a video right here where I break down the 3x3x3 framework that will help you accomplish anything you want in life.